morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. Today I am not in my house, as you can see. I'm actually with my family in the Netherlands this week and I arrived yesterday. And I have some really fun things planned this week. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys along. And also it's just been a while since I vlogged my daily life for you guys. I'm kind of excited to get back into that. So welcome. The camera is currently stacked on like two big mason jars and I'm honestly kind of scared it's gonna topple over, so we're gonna keep this short. Like, I forgot to bring my tripod, which is not ideal if I want to vlog this week, but hopefully we can make it work. But first, before we get into the rest of my day, quick reading update, because yesterday I finished Bright by Ellie Hazelwood and this was a ride. This was definitely a ride. Like, I knew exactly what to expect before going into this because I heard so many things about it already. Like, you cannot be on Book Talk and not know what this book is about. And this week, this was exactly what I was craving. I wanted something fun, something campy, something ridiculous. And this book absolutely delivered. Like, was it really good in terms of writing? No. Was it really good in terms of plot and world building? No. But was it really fun? Absolutely yes. This was hilarious. Like, I literally snorted out loud so many times because the main character was called Misery, by the way, which is also kind of hilarious. Her name is Misery. She was so funny. Like, if you love banter and like snarky replies, then this is the book for you. This was hilarious. I do have to say, slightly traumatized by the sex scenes, but I knew what I was going to get before going into it, so you know, I was not that shocked, but still having to read it with my own two eyes, they were bleeding a little bit. But all in all, really fun. Like, this was exactly what I needed and wanted, and it delivered. So if that's the type of book you're looking for, I do recommend. Like, I cannot believe I'm recommending Bright, but I would recommend it to the right person. Right now, I started reading the Fox Hunt. Wait, let me grab it. I think the book is here. There we are. I took off the dust jacket because that's just easier reading, but look how gorgeous the hardcover is underneath. It's the Fox Hunt by Caitlin Breeze. And I kind of forgot what this is about, but I know for sure that it's a sort of dark academia novel set on a college campus, and the main character becomes involved with this strange group of friends that make her participate in a game called the Fox Hunt. So she has to play a fox that is hunted by the people in this group. And while she is like fleeing through the woods, she sort of arrives in this alternate universe or something. I don't know, it sounded really weird, but also quite fun. This was sent to me by the publisher as a surprise. I cannot remember like saying yes to this, but I was pretty pleased with that. It sounds quite up my alley. So I started this. I'm like 10 pages in, so I can say nothing so far, except that the writing is very flowery, like very, and I love flowery language. But this was a little hard to get through so far, but I was also very tired yesterday when I started it, so maybe from here on it will be easier. I'll keep you updated throughout the vlog. This is the only other book I brought, so I'm gonna have to make do with this one. Today the planning is still pretty chill. I'm gonna bake an apple pie with my mom this morning, and I think the rest of the day I just want to write because I was so in the flow this week. I think I wrote like 20k words this week, which is insane. That has never happened to me before. And I want to keep that energy going. So I'm gonna get my laptop soon and just start writing. It's gonna be a little bit harder here because it's always so chaotic when I'm visiting my family. My sister still lives here, so there's always a lot going on. It's so loud, like only now I'm realizing how quiet my own house with my boyfriend is. So I hope I can get some writing done. We'll see. But first, apple pie. wearing the same outfit as in my previous video. I'm so obsessed with this outfit lately. A lot of people said to me that I look like Shelley Duvall in The Shining in this outfit. And I don't really remember. I watched that movie when I was like 14 and then never again. But I'll take it. Good morning, guys. It is so dark today. It's really one of the most gloomy, rainy, and windy days I've seen in a long time, but it's the Netherlands. We're not surprised. It's a big shift from Italy, where spring had already begun, the trees were budding, the sun was out. I think it was like 18 degrees when I left, and now we're here. It's okay though. I have a really fun and full day planned. I have a book club today. It's hosted by one of my friends, Nina, and it's in Den Bosch, which is a city like a little bit to the south, and she's coming to pick me up around 11 to go there together. And the book for the book club is The Safekeep, which I haven't read for the book club because I actually already read it last year and it made such a deep impression on my mind that I felt like I didn't need to read it again. So yeah, I haven't really been actively participating in this book club. I just wanted to be there for social purposes. I just wanted to socialize and hang out with some book people. So I'm really looking forward to that. Afterwards, we're gonna just stay there in town and hang around a little bit, read in a cafe, visit some bookshops, because at 7 tonight, we're gonna go see Wuthering Heights. And I know this is extremely controversial. I've seen all the 1-star reviews, but I'm still kind of excited. I don't know, like it's just exactly the type of aesthetic that I really, really enjoy. So I think only for that, I need to see this movie, and afterwards I'll give you my unfiltered opinion. But I'm just not a movie critic like some other people are. Like books, I know books. Movies, not so much. Like I am pretty quick to enjoy a movie. Like I don't have the intellectual knowledge of movies to really judge them correctly. So I will probably enjoy it. I'm sorry. Also, if you see like just different variations of one outfit the whole week, please don't judge me. Like I have a really teeny tiny suitcase and I have to make do with what I have, so don't look at that. Thank you. Also a little reading update. Here's the actual cover of The Fox Hunt because I couldn't show it to you yesterday. I have read 76 pages so far and I'm really not enjoying it. It's really not well written. Like I told you yesterday, it started out with such heavy, flowery language. Just it tried to be intellectual and mysterious so hard, which is fine. Maybe eventually it would have grown on me, but then it just went like 180 to the other side, and it went into the most juvenile, most basic dialogue with very clear stereotypes. I fear this is one of those books that it has been written with a very clear aesthetic and vibe in mind, which is dark academia, but they didn't really know how to execute it and actually get there. To write good dark academia, this is going to be really mean, but to write really good dark academia, you have to be really smart. Like if you look at The Secret History, it works, and like of course dark academia wasn't an actual genre when The Secret History was written, so it was not written with that specific goal in mind either, but it works as a dark academia because Donna Tartt herself is so highly intelligent and it seeps off the page. Like she knows what she's talking about. This book doesn't really give that vibe. It actually just feels like a really juvenile, like YA read that tries to sound intelligent, and it's really bothering me. I'm just really not enjoying it. The story also so far doesn't grip me. It's just really all over the place. Unfortunately, this is the only book I brought with me aside from Bright, and I don't think I can handle a reread that soon. So I have to stick with it. I just have to push through. Or potentially I could put an ebook on my iPad because I didn't bring my e-reader either. So we'll see. I don't really want to read this the whole week if I'm totally honest. I don't think it's worth it, but to be continued. How do you say that? And I was very thankful for this was going to be that Isabel was the fucked up one. Yeah. She was giving up. She's kind of playing with the rose. What book describes your character? Here we go. Helemaal matchy.
Hunger Games.
Oh.
Dat was bij mij. Kingfisher, I love
Ik heb zo
Kingfisher. Ja.
Hebben deze ook deze? Nee, deze nog niet, maar die cover is wel mooi.
Is het met die hand of is dat die met die...
Oh, dat is gieter. Oh ja. Oh, dat heel erg
Super sweet.
Ja, ja. Dus nu heb ik 2 stukken.
Dus laat. En dat heb ik meteen gedaan. Ik vond alles wat ik niet wil zien. Dat is echt heel erg. Ik weet dat het heel naïef is, maar...
En zijn stem is goed. Toch wel. I'm so tired today, guys. I really had the best day ever yesterday, but I really am not used to having so much social interaction in one day anymore. Oh my god. I was just around people from like 12 to 10 in the evening, and also like in an intense way, like book clubs. I don't know if you've ever been to a book club, but there's a lot of talking, a lot of people like sharing their opinions, and it's really fun, but it's also like if you always sit in your house like me, it's a lot. But I'm really happy I went. It was just so lovely to spend some time with my friends and some other bookish people. I did DNF, the Fox Hunt. Unfortunately, it was really not up my alley. I think I made it until page 76 until I was like, okay, I feel like I gave it a fair chance. And this is not my book. So I did stop reading that, unfortunately. And I started another book called A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. This book sounds absolutely hilarious. It's basically about this girl who has magical powers, but only involving bread. Her familiar is a sourdough starter, which is, it's so funny to me. I'm really into sourdough starters lately. Like, I get so many videos online about sourdough starters and like how alive they basically are and how you need to feed them every day, and they fascinate me a lot. So the fact that this book has a familiar that is a sourdough starter is just so funny to me. I think it also has a name. I forgot what the name was. Bob. The sourdough starter is called Bob. That's just so funny. But T. Kingfisher is a really funny writer, so I'm really happy to read another book of hers. They always just have this fairy tale magic. She really does it like no other. So this is my current read. I just needed something easy to get me through this busy week. And then, of course, I need to talk about Wuthering Heights, and I'm a little bit like hesitant too because I really enjoyed it, and I mostly enjoyed it because of the gorgeous cinematography. It was exactly what I hoped for. Like, as I talked about it yesterday, it was everything I wanted and more. It was so stunning. It really had that like 80s color grading to it. All the shots and framing were just beautiful. I just gasped out loud so many times of how beautiful it was. I love the music of Charlie XCX to the background. That all was just beautiful. Like, aesthetically, one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. I just wanted to grab every frame and like put them on my wall. So just for that, I really, really loved it. I cannot call it a bad time because I was not having a bad time. But the plot didn't have a lot of substance to it. It was very, very superficial. There was no deeper point to it. It was just two horrible people that were in love with each other and made each other miserable and everyone around them with it, just because they could not figure out their feelings for each other. That's basically the plot. And that is not what the book Wuthering Heights is. I think all the criticisms are completely valid, but the extent to which people are outraged about this confuses me a little bit. For me, it feels like this has become kind of like a pissing contest online of showing off how well read and how intellectual you are. Like, people are just overshouting each other how bad this movie is just because they want to show off they have read the classics. That's just the feeling it gives me. All that boils down to, I did enjoy this movie, even though it was not a movie of substance. It's not gonna change the world, but the aesthetics of it were gorgeous. And I did cry at the end. That's all I have to say about this movie. I don't really want to go into it deeper because I know people are not gonna agree with me, and that's okay. Like, I don't feel like defending myself on here for an hour for liking this movie, but that's what I thought. Very gloomy OOTD, but at least it's not raining. It's the same outfit again as the past 3 days. At first I wanted to wear my white lacy Free People skirt, but that can sometimes look a little see-through even though I'm wearing like leggings under it, and I thought that might not be perceived as business meeting appropriate. So I just went with the same outfit again.
Do you have a stick? Do you have a beautiful stick? Wow.
I take it back, it is raining. I made it to Amsterdam and it was just one of those days. I found a parking outside the city center because I don't like driving in the city center here and it's much cheaper. So like, that's perfect, then I'll just take the metro from there. Turns out one of the biggest fairs, like annual fairs of the Netherlands was happening over there. So it was absolute chaos. It took me so long to get in there, there was so much traffic, and now it's going to be super expensive to park there as well. I was like, you know what, that's fine, I'll cut my losses. So I just parked there and moved on. And then in all the chaos, I typed in the wrong cafe in my maps because there's like multiple locations of it. So I took the metro to the wrong place. So got out of the wrong stop, and now I just decided to walk. I'm gonna just have a nice 20-minute walk through Amsterdam, which is actually quite lovely because I don't come here that often. And the city is so pretty. Like, I'm just walking past the canals right now to go to a work meeting. Like, how amazing is that? I feel really cool, honestly. So I didn't really explain this well in the video, but I went to Amsterdam to meet up with my literary agent and editor, and the meeting went really well. We kind of came together to already talk publishing strategy, which is crazy. I was just too scared to think about that while writing the entire time. But I'm 2/3 into the second draft, which means things are moving along now. And yeah, we already talked publishing, which is absolutely crazy. And I was so giddy after this meeting. I had to go do some book shopping and walk around before I could calm down enough. Yeah, really, really exciting. Fun fact, I used to intern right there. There was a publishing house there that I was an intern at.